Welding, fabrication, machinist, product, review, test, drill hole, whatever you want to call it. Wojnarski back again, another welding fabrication video for you guys. Today is Wednesday, the 10th of September, 2025. Weather forecast in Dunedin, Florida is about 87-ish degrees, sunny, a little cloudy, but a little nicer today, not as hot. So here we go. And in today's video, we're just gonna drill some holes, but I wanna show you how the AnchorLube is working. I actually did a little drilling and tapping a little hole before with stainless steel, but today we got to make 2 more of these plates, so 3 total, but 5/8 holes in stainless steel type 316, 3/8 inch thick plate. So we'll give it a go. I'm gonna be testing out the AnchorLube. It's a good lubricant for cutting, tapping fluid, and really works well for stainless steel. Not a sponsored video. They sent this out to me a while ago, and I did a couple videos and I shared it along the way, but I'm going to do a little designated video for them. But here it is. Pause it if you want. But nice water-based stuff, and it's more of like a gel. It's good for cutting, tapping, drilling. Really good for stainless steel, water-based. So again, not sponsored. They just sent it out, and I really am liking their product. You've probably seen other people using it too. Too expensive. I think it's like 15-ish bucks for like something like this on Amazon. You can find them. But one thing I like about it, and I'll say it right from the bat or whatever, Sergio was drilling some holes up here. He had a bunch of holes to do with, and he used oil. Usually drilling a lot of stuff with oil, like just touching that bottle, I got it all over my fingers. It's always a mess, and I just hate it. And I just drilled all this. I didn't even wipe it down. All I did was just brush all this off, and I drilled a bunch on it, and there's not one drop of oil. So that's my biggest thing I like about it. Now, downside, I guess, is like drilling something like this with a big 5/8 drill bit. Sometimes I'll take a little bit of oil and put it right at the top and on a brush and swipe it right at the top, and it drips down, and it just helps from not having to put it on a couple times. But doing that too, it also leaves a mess. So you got your pros and cons. You can't get best of both worlds, but I think I would choose this over that, because also this thing, he cleaned it up a lot, but there was still oil all over the handles and everything, which you can't really help to do, but that's just the cons of using oil. We're going to get to it, and we'll just show you. So I'm not going to drag it along, but we'll do a little video. This will be kind of a little extra video for you guys for the week or something, so hopefully you somewhat enjoy it. And it's not a how-to on drilling. I'm not the perfect machinist. I'm just a welder fabricator that gets by. So hopefully you enjoy it. Obviously, with metal or stainless steel, any type of metal, it's always good to mark your mark, but center punch it afterwards too with a center punch. That way your drill bit doesn't walk on you. So we got 1 done, and we got 2 more to go. And we'll bring it up here. I just sharpened all the drill bits again on this drill. It's called a Dare X or something like that, drill bit sharpener, but it's always good to have a drill bit sharpener or learn how to do them on a bench grinder. And the smaller ones are a little harder for me, but hopefully this will be good. Start off by putting it in the chuck. Give it a little tighten. And I like to tighten it a couple times going around. And bump your speed up. I'm going to bump this up to 3, setting number 3, and setting number 3 is about 345 RPM. So we crank it on. Just want to tap off, center it up where it's at. Get a nice little hole going. And then you could put some, doesn't take much, just a tiny little drop like that. Let's see if we could get you a little closer. Yeah, it doesn't take much, just a tiny little drop. You can even clamp your part down now if you want. Take a little C-clamp like that, or clamp. And hopefully my arm doesn't get in the way of you guys. Let off. Break those chips so that way you don't have some big long ones. And then with this, you might just have to reapply. All you need is a tiny little drop again, not much. Not much smoke at all. Sorry for that. We're almost through. And especially if you don't have a drill bit sharpener, or you don't know how to sharpen your drill bits, it's better to keep reapplying that oil and don't get that drill bit too hot. But just like that, that's first one down. Got a little bucket right over here and a brush. Brush my shavings or chips into that. Start with the second one. Center it up, touch off, clamp it down. Little drop right there. Same thing again. See if we can move you a little. How's that? Hopefully a little better. But I'm pushing a little hard. You probably don't want to push that hard on your thing. It's a little exaggerated. But just like that. Number 2. Gotta do this a bunch more times, 6 more times. So I'm gonna do it all like that, and then we'll time lapse you for that, and then when I switch over, we'll get you back. All right, and just like that, that was a 1/4 inch, about 3/16, and all done. And I didn't even wipe it down with the rag, and no oil. So that's one thing I like. You could keep applying more or less if you want of the AnchorLube, but that's up to you. Now, before I was doing it in 3 steps, and then this one was a deburr, but I'm thinking this was like a 7/16 to a 1/2 inch and 5/8. I'm thinking I could just go straight 5/8 with it and just do it in 2 shots, save a little bit of time. So we'll give that a try, I guess. All right, so 5/8, hopefully sharp. Chuck that back up in there. Make sure it's tight. I like to go around 2 or 3 times, make sure it's tight. And bump this down to setting number 1, which setting number 1 is our lowest, 90 RPMs. So then I'll just touch off with it. It's already clamped down from before. Get a little divot in there. Apply a little bit of that lube. Cutting pretty good. Get a little hole going. And I'll just keep doing that a couple times. Keep letting off to break those chips so you don't have no big straggly things. Let me zoom you in a little. Hopefully. Now again, if you didn't have a drill bit sharpener, don't know how to sharpen drill bits, it's probably best to do this in 3 sets so you don't put too much strain on your big bit, because the big bit costs more money. But it's good to learn. You can watch some YouTube videos how to sharpen drill bits on a bench vise, on a bench grinder, and it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. But it's really good to learn, because that would save you a ton of money sharpening your own drill bits and a ton of time. So that's 1 down. Get that centered up. Clamp it down. Put a little divot in there. And repeat the process. So, see, I just put 1 little dot on there. Get a little divot going. And stainless steel, you definitely want to use lube on it. You don't want to get it too hot, because that can harden your stainless steel and it's virtually impossible to drill it afterwards. So, and on a bench vise or a drill press like this, if you can. So you do got to be careful with it, but once you learn the working conditions of it, you'll get a hang of it. It's a little hot right now, but we're going for it. If I have to, I'll just resharpen the drill bit. Would save me a little bit of time. It's a little hot right now, but that's all right. You'd probably just want to put a little bit more oil on yours if you can. But right now, if I was using oil, see? Right now, if I was using the oil still, this thing would be covered in oil compared to the AnchorLube. So that's one big plus about it. Clamp that back down, tighten it a little tighter. Yeah, this isn't as watery, so it doesn't flow as much, but that's why you just put little drops at a time and just keep reapplying. So get that going a little bit. And coming up pretty soon, I should probably put some more oil on it. Like that. And I think this stuff's water-based, so it's pretty clean, like environmentally safe. So if you have fumes and stuff to breathe in, it should be a little safer for you. And there you have it, 2 of them. 2 already drilled out. 6 more to go. But that AnchorLube is making good progress, and it's not messy. Time lapse you for the 4 and 1 left in there, I guess I got, and give you a little outro. Okay, so we got all the holes drilled, not too hot, not any oil on there. I still didn't wipe it down, so I didn't have to. If anything, just wipe it down when you're all done with an acetone rag or something. But for now, we got 2 of them. I still got to countersink the holes and deburr a little bit, so I just take an even bigger drill bit. So that's like 1 3/16 and just make sure it's sharp and just lightly tap it. So make sure you're going on setting number, your slow setting, and just lightly touch it and be careful and just check it, make sure there's no burrs on it. I'm good to go. Lightly touch it, spin it. Just be careful, you don't want to cut your finger on a burr. So do that at your own risk, I guess. And that's good. Flip it over, get all sides. A little close up. You don't need any oil on this. You can if you want, but you don't really need it. If you can, just brush it all off, both sides, and then just feel around if you got any spots to re-go over. And yeah, a little tiny spot right there. You probably can't see that, but there's a little spot right up there. Now here's the most important part, I think. Well, second most. Clean up your mess when you're done. Don't leave a big mess for everybody else to clean up. And that way you take care of your tools and they take care of you. So, put our big stuff back. Wipe off your drill bits too if there's a lot of oil on it. It's always good and much appreciative. Put that 5/8 one back, and we got 2 small ones right here. Put them back here. We keep this right here. Some people don't like to always put theirs back. We're missing some and not cool. Clean up this, wipe it off if you can with an acetone rag. Get all that oil, it's not really oil, but dirt off. So I didn't go super crazy, but always much appreciative to clean up your mess. I took the rag, wiped it all down. You can even see under here where Sergio left. Look, all that oil. It gets flooded. So that's the one bad thing about oil. Now it's all over my hands, but it makes such a mess that, yeah, it's all over there, and not everybody likes to clean it up as much. So that's the bad thing, but cleaned up most of it. That's my little thing I hang up here to dump some stuff in, but all cleaned up. Much appreciative. Same thing over here, cleaned all this up. This is just my little, this is gonna be a thumbnail picture for this video, but all cleaned up over here. Put my center punches and squares and everything away. Look, people aren't putting this stuff away. And just tossing it. I usually keep it nice and neat. Looking for this thing before, and this, I found it. Anyway, that's it for the video though. Nice and clean. Clean up your stuff when you're done. That has nothing to do with this, but AnchorLube definitely worked. I did wipe this down just afterwards with the acetone wipe, but I'll okite it after, get some of that rust stuff off. But barely any bit of residue on there from any oil or anything. That was one big thing that I really like about this stuff. So that's enough to win me over, and it's actually working pretty good. So give it a try if you want. Tell them Chris Wojnarski sent you. I don't think I have any promo codes or anything. Maybe we could work with them in the future though for something, but I would support them. Definitely a good company, small family-owned company. I don't know if they're small, but family-owned company. I think it's based out of Ohio or something, made in USA. So kind of cool. Good product. I'm sure you guys see it everywhere else too. And obviously oil still has its purpose for other stuff, but this stuff works pretty good for a lot of things. And I think you could buy it in big jugs and all different stuff. So check it out. Check out their website and Amazon if you want. But check them out on Instagram and stuff too, I think. But anyway, that's it for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you liked it, didn't like it, or check out my other videos and stuff. Don't forget to subscribe. A lot of you aren't, but don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, everything else, and we shall see you guys on the next one. Chris Wojnarski, over and out.